Okay, I think we're live. We're not going to play the intro today. This is a very impromptu, kind of planned, kind of unplanned stream, but it's the Mouse and B show, and it pops up whenever it pops up,
Whenever we feel like it.
whenever we feel like doing it.
Plan on nothing, even if we schedule it.
Yes, even if we reschedule it 10 times, we'll eventually do it.
That's the fun of it.
Hey, yeah, that is.
We're like,
Uh,
this BS thing happened today. I don't feel like streaming.
yeah, that's kind of what's happened, like a lot of it. Let's see who else here. AC's here. Hey AC, hey Grace Case, hey John D, hey Fish Nerd. Who else is here? I think that's all we got so far.
Wait,
Yeah.
Fish Nerd, were you guys
Oh,
playing
April.
Jeopardy? Do I need to go back and look up the question?
Yeah, they didn't start trivia because we weren't that late today. I didn't schedule, for the wrong time. Hey April, sorry. Oh, hey Mrs. C. So, y'all, I kind of didn't realize this when I thought about having this stream, right? And so today is Good Friday, right? And we were supposed to have this stream like 2 weeks ago. But the irony wasn't lost on me that today is Good Friday and our topic is guilty pleasures.
The irony was lost on me.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe it was lost on me because I didn't think about it until I was like looking at everyone's streams before I came into the stream. And then I was like, oh, that's why everyone
I'm
told me.
glad you explained it though, because somebody earlier goes, "Well, it's a holiday weekend," and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we got, you know what? We'll have to track Teresa down and get her that answer for Fish Nerd. Yeah, get that answer
What
from her for
question?
Fish Nerd. Yeah. It was one of the questions they were talking about my last stream when I was like over 10 minutes late for it. Um, yeah. I'll have to go back through chat and find it, and then I'll have to talk to her about it. Yes, and Sunday is Easter, so usually on Good Friday is like the end of Lent, like the last day that Lent is celebrated, I believe. Um, I was part of a Catholic family for 5 years. Yeah, if you yeah, like Grace said, if you're not particularly religious, you don't have much to fret about. But there are some people that do keep it like hardcore. That 40 days and 40 nights of so
I don't know. I've never given anything up for Lent.
yeah. Well, for 5 years, and it was kind of funny because like for the first couple of years, I was with a guy who was Catholic, and he would give stuff up, and like I knew he did it, but I wasn't partaking in it for like the first couple of years because like I wasn't Catholic. I was like that's not my religion, so I'm not particularly practicing this, and so he would go to the restaurant and he would order a steak and realize he couldn't eat meat that day. So like after the first 2 years when he would do something like that, I would order like a vegetable dish or fish because they were allowed to eat fish for some weird reason. Like fish was okay. But so then I'd be like, yeah, well here, I'll just take yours and you can take mine and there, problem solved. But he'd always forget. And I'm like, this is your religion and you're like supposed to be, and yet I'm remembering for you. It was yeah. He was very forgetful too. So yeah. See, and I
So,
didn't
what did
observe
he
Lent.
just remember when the steak arrived, and then he wanted to be like, "Well, it's already here."
Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, he did. Oh, he did eat that steak, and sometimes I didn't stop him. That's so mean. That's so mean. But it's like it's not my religion, and like, and then I felt bad because his mom explained it to me, and I didn't know. Like the whole, and he really wasn't practicing either. Like he wasn't like going actively to the Catholic Church and being an active Catholic. So, I didn't feel so bad that I did like not remind him in the beginning. But then his mom, like I said, she explained it all to me and how she was trying to get him to go back to the church. And, I'm like, well, obviously if he wants to, that's his own decision, but I'm not forcing him to do anything because it's not even my religion. So, yeah. But yeah, other than that whole story, you know, it's like, I just, you know, finally I would remind him or, do something like that because I knew he was going to do it. And it's like, you know, so yeah, that's that. Oh, so
That's that.
that's that. But guilty pleasures. A lot of people gave them up for Lent, 40 days, 40 nights, give up something. And today's the day that they can, finally break that habit. So, you know, I was like, hey, let's talk about those guilty pleasures and why people gotta kind of like hide, it's like, if you like it, just admit it.
Yeah, here's
But I
what I'd
get
like
it.
to say. Anything that I mention, I feel no guilt about finding pleasure in it. Because, like, I mean, what are you supposed to feel bad because you like a crappy TV show or something?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie that when I was a teen, I liked pop music, and in particular, I liked Euro pop music, and I still do.
Exactly.
It's like Euro pop is usually, people in the US are like, that's just weird. It's, you know what? I like it. So what?
Yeah, we shouldn't be music shaming people. You're enjoying music.
Exactly. It's like this whole shaming thing about what you like has really got to end.
I concur.
you know
Like what you like.
and it's like, yeah, you know what, like Miss Sandra said, um right here about, oh, did I get it? Okay, yeah, about her friends, they don't eat beef. I've seen people that meet people that are Hindu, and or from countries that don't like eat beef, and like they're like so appalled by it. It's like, you know what, don't just you know just don't shame them because they don't do something. Let them be. It's like, I just noticed like people get so offended over stuff, you know?
Yeah, especially things that like don't impact your life at all.
Yeah, like squeezing butt cheeks. That doesn't impact my life that John D likes squeezing butt cheeks.
He gave it up for Lent though.
Well, I mean, whose butt cheeks was he squeezing? His own? Yeah, that is a religious observance, too. But it's like, even if, it's like that is a religious observance, not a guilty pleasure. But it's like it goes that far, like on multiple levels. So, from everything from religious observance to just things people like in general. It's like if it's not popular, it's not trendy, and someone likes it, then
Wouldn't you
if you,
say we met over a guilty pleasure? Watching the KJ drama online.
yes, we did, we absolutely did. We bonded over the KJ drama, and
And we still like gossip about it.
yeah, like we still follow it. Do we follow it as much as we used to? No.
Well, because it's not very good anymore.
Yeah, no, it's really not.
But that I
Oh,
would say several spots I go to on YouTube are like quote unquote guilty pleasures.
oh yeah, yeah. I have some channels that if people knew I watched, they would be like, "What is wrong with you?"
I know.
And like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like just like AC, I am a big fan of acapella music. I do. I like heavy metal and punk. My preferred music is punk, but I have others that there's just sometimes you just feel like something a little different.
I think it depends on the day for me.
Yeah, Um, and what's the other thing that I had? I don't have like any weird foods that are guilty pleasures.
Ooh,
Um,
I did. I just tried to think of things where I'm like, this is kind of like something that I love to do, but I'm like, you should not do that. So my weird food is okay. I eat real butter, but I can't believe it's not butter. I love it, and it's so gross. So I only let myself eat it like every few months. I'm like, okay, you can make about like a bowl of noodles and put some. I can't believe it's not butter on there, but you have to put so much. I can't believe it's not butter on there that you're like, I could have a heart attack at the end of this bowl. It's so good.
okay, I've got something almost similar, and this is like really weird. Um, uh, Sorry, I just had a cat jump in my lap, and I'm afraid he's gonna eat me because he's blind. Okay, sorry. But my guilty pleasure food is like, okay, you know how people will like eat popcorn with butter, right? You take
Is it movie theater butter popcorn?
it's not butter popcorn, but you take pretzels and you get like a little like ramekin full of like butter, and you dip your pretzels in the butter.
I've never done. I'm like, I've never done that, but I will give it a try.
And it's really good if you get like the honey wheat rods, and you do that. But I am yeah, I am weird for pretzels and butter. I
I'm
don't
weird
know
for the
why.
movie theater popcorn. Like that's the only reason I go to the movies. And even then I just walk in and buy the popcorn and leave.
I didn't know you could even do that, and now I'm like so tempted to go do it.
No, you can totally do it. And hot tip, if you go at the end of the night, oftentimes they'll give it to you for free because they're just going to throw it out.
Ooh, well then I definitely need to try that like this weekend. Um, yes, we are a heart attack waiting to happen.
I
Um,
know. I'm like, that's why it's a guilty pleasure. We don't do it all the time.
that I don't know what group that is, but now I have to find it and I have to go watch that.
Yes. Fisher, popcorn is like one of my top foods, and I will eat it until I'm sick, and then I will eat more. And I used to work at a movie theater, and they always said, you'll get sick of the movie theater popcorn. Well, that is not true.
Yeah, like dude, I'm gonna be like 80 still trying to eat popcorn. Okay, so
You just floss after.
okay, the channel is the Merkins. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because like also Gore is like one of my favorite like obscure metal bands of all time.
Try the popcorn with milk and sugar. I feel like someone in my life has told me that before.
Yeah, Grace is right. Yeah, we shouldn't shame for anyone like for our guilty pleasures here. Now, I know some of the stuff I like is weird and it's not everyone's cup of tea, but you know, we're all here to say, you know what?
What not
If I have
everyone loves, I
one,
can't believe it's not butter.
then I'm not going to sit there and say that yours are bad either. And yes, I agree. Gore is awesome.
I'm a salty snacker too. Well, not salty, like I'm I just prefer like savory over sweet. Crunchy.
Um, I don't know that I could try popcorn with milk just because like I just don't know that I could like the whole texture thing would be off for me because like I have a thing with textures too.
Well, doesn't everybody? Like you think, okay, do you ever eat cereal when it's mushy?
It depends on the cereal.
Because I always pour my bowl of cereal and then I come back in like 10 or 15 minutes.
Hmm. Now, okay, like if it's Cocoa Pebbles, like the big, like if it's like the big hard, big hard round balls. Yeah,
Go on.
if it's that kind of cereal, yes, I do. Only because like I have a jaw problem, and that's kind of why it's hard sometimes for me to talk for more than an hour. Because when I was like 19, I had my jaw wired, so yeah, it kind of makes like talking long periods of time hard. And see, I'm like all messed up. Like I can't talk for too long, and I can't type for too long. So I'm just like screwed. It's like, and then it's like I go to bed at night and like my jaw hurts, and I'm like, why is my jaw hurt? It's like, oh, because you were talking for an hour straight, dummy. It's like, oh, okay. I'm bad. you know what? I will um I will get down on myself, but you know I'm trying to work on that. Yes, Cocoa Puffs, like, yeah,
I like all of it. I like all of my cereal mushy.
I can't eat the fruity pebbles and cocoa pebbles if they're too mushy because they get gritty, and I
Really?
like that whole grit texture. Like if I eat, like, even with grits, okay, if I eat grits, I have to put so much cheese in them, they're kind of solid.
Yeah, I don't really like grits because they're gritty.
Exactly, right?
Like if they were the texture of pudding, I'd be all in.
Oh, dude, Miss Cassandra, I feel so sorry for you, and I have to go get like some dental work done too, and I'm not looking forward to it because I know it's gonna suck. It's so gonna suck. Dentists suck. You know what? But they are a necessity, and we need to go to see the dentist. But it does suck because it's painful. See, and like I like like my husband loves shrimp and grits, right? His favorite thing is shrimp and grits, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, how much cheese can I add to this to make them not taste like grits? Because it's just, and that's like a personal preference. Like he loves them, so I make them for him. Like I have no problem making him for grits. Make grits for him, and yeah. So, but dude, the first food guilty pleasure I ever learned about when I learned about guilty pleasures was actually because of my husband.
Tell me
No
more.
joke. When we were 15, I'm hanging out at his house, right? And he's like, "Hey, you want to make us you want to make a sandwich?" Because we'd been hanging out like all day, and he's like, "Are you hungry? You want something to eat?" And he's like, "I'm gonna make a sandwich," and I was like, "Okay, cool, but I'm good. I wasn't hungry." So he pulls out the peanut butter and he starts making himself a peanut butter sandwich, and I'm like, "Okay, he's gonna make like peanut butter and jelly, right?" Oh no, it got real weird from there. Then he pulls out the barbecue sauce,
What?
and
I'm
then he
like, I'm
pulls out,
sorry.
yeah,
That went in a direction. I was like, honey, marshmallow fluff.
no, 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 no. He pulled out the barbecue sauce, and it still keeps getting weird from there. After that, he grabs the bacon bits, and
I
they're
don't.
still not done. Oh no.
I'm like, I don't like anywhere this is going.
The last
But
thing
also now I want to try it.
was the pickles.
Oh, come on, Mr. Mousy.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my goodness, yes. And I was like, he's like, "You want one?" And I was like, "Not in a million years, but you go right ahead." I was like, I have to disagree with that, but I am not going to be. I wasn't upset that he ate it. I was like, if that's what you want to eat, you do you.
Does he
Um,
still eat that?
no, he stopped eating them about 5-10 years ago, maybe
But
5
every
years
once in a
ago.
while, does he go,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He does.
Oh, I know another weird food I eat. This is one of my favorite things, and I do not let myself do it very often. Linder's onion bagel, piece of bologna, please piece of American cheese, but real American cheese, which I also realize is not real cheese. I prefer Hotley from the butcher shop. Then you microwave that for like 40 seconds. It's so good.
um, I have a thing. Yeah, my guilty pleasure is bologna, and not even good bologna like deli bologna.
No, you got to get the cheap bologna, the
Yeah,
worst
the
bologna.
bar S with the big
Yes,
red band.
Boris. I'm like, is it 99 cents or less? That is the bologna I
Yes,
want.
yes, and it's usually always the bar S or the other one. Oh my god, the Gwaltney
Yep.
is always
Like
on sale.
Oscar Mayer, I'm like, no, get out of here, Oscar Mayer.
You're too expensive.
Well, and it's not good bologna. I'm like, I'm looking for the bologna reject bologna.
Yes.
like, like the expensive bologna companies came in, took the good stuff.
And every now and then I do want the good stuff. Like if I'm making like a good deli sandwich, but no, if it's like just if it's just like a bologna sandwich on white bread, oh dude, yes, right there. What Fishner just said.
So I don't like Miracle Whip.
Let's see, you can always change it out for just mayo or hummus. You know.
Peanut butter and pickle sandwiches are the best. What?
See, AC and my husband could be like best buddies right there. Yeah.
I've
And
never heard of that combo. Should
and
I
you know
try
what?
that?
I thought for a minute he might have gotten it because his sister was pregnant and had had a kid. But no, I found out he'd been eating those things for years.
Now I'm gonna have to try peanut butter and pickles. I don't.
Yeah.
I like pickles, but I don't like them on sandwiches because I feel like they dominate flavor wise, and then you're just having a pickle sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's got to be like a specific kind of pickle. And that's kind of like why I like making my own because you can make them as like you can adjust the flavor. Like you can make pickles that are like just kind of mild to a pickle that's like so tart like your face sucks in.
I love cream cheese on salami too, Mrs. Cassandra. I also like salami sandwiches dipped in cottage cheese.
Salami sandwiches dipped in cottage cheese.
Yeah, put cottage cheese
Okay,
on your
I
sandwich.
had to, yeah. I will have to try that. That's because see, like I didn't for a long time like cottage cheese until I moved to Indiana, and it was like a big staple thing they ate there, and it was like cottage cheese with everything, like that and Jello. Um, uh, Jello was not a thing that I was particularly fond of
Well,
until
Jello's
yeah.
kind of like a waste of a treat. It's like nothing.
Well, see, I've also kind of learned how to make some different stuff with Jello too. Since then, like I've learned how to make like layered Jellos with like a cream Jello with the fruit Jello and then fruit mixed into it. Like, dude, the
I used to think
Polish
my mom was magic when she would put fruit in the jello and it would like float in there. My
yeah,
favorite was bananas in lime jello. And I'd be like, how does she do this?
and you have to do it a specific way, otherwise all the fruit goes to the either top or bottom. It does not actually suspend in the Jello. And
Really?
yeah, because see that was the coolest thing. Okay, the 5 years I lived in Indiana, I was part of, like I said, the Catholic family that I was like a part of. They were also Polish at that too, so I learned how to make like a lot of stuff, like uh, oh, right, pierogies was a big one. Like they always ate pierogies beef sandwiches. Um, I learned how to make pickles, and I learned how to make peppers, like pickled peppers. So yeah, like I learned a lot from that family, and like I am glad I have that knowledge because it was something I was able to pass down to my daughter, and like she has, at least some recollection of where she comes from in that aspect. So, because she doesn't know much about her Polish side of her family anymore. So, but yeah, you know, I haven't picked a pickled pepper, but I plucked one out of a jar.
I've plucked one out of a jar.
We will have to talk pierogies then, Suzanne, because like, and I thought I made good pierogies. My daughter, man, she loves making them. That's like her favorite thing.
Really?
Yeah, like she is my kiddo. Like I don't know where she got the whole baking cooking gene in her, but like when she was 14, she started baking, and it was like one Halloween, her and her friends made this cake, and it had like the little hockey masks on it. And they got in these little they either got them or made little candy knives and stuck them in the cake. And it's like, and they covered it with like white frosting and then dripped red like gel frosting over it. The cake looked like a horror movie. I was like, well, that's interesting. But the cake was actually pretty good. Like they made it from scratch. They didn't use a box mix. I was like, where did y'all even like learn to do this? Because like they didn't ask for help or anything, and they were like, the internet. And I'm like, oh my lord.
Well, good on them.
Yeah. So every year they tried to like one up that cake for like a couple of years. So I was like, that's interesting.
All right, Mousy, give me another guilty pleasure.
Okay, so okay, we talked about food. Um
Tell me a YouTube channel you watch.
oh, this one might mess you up, dude. You might look at me in a whole different light, but just remember, deep down I'm still a good person. I watched Dr. Pimple Popper.
Oh, Mousy. That's so foul. That's so foul. Oh,
And anything surgery related, I will
oh.
watch.
So I'm gonna vomit.
I'm sorry,
Excuse me while I mute.
but I don't watch it every day. Only like every third day.
Oh, I mean,
I'm
thank you,
sorry.
Grace Case. Grace Case and I will be over in the like uptight section.
Me and Teresa actually bonded over that. That's kind of like, you know.
That's so. I can't. Mm. Name another one.
Oh, so what do you watch on YouTube?
I'll tell you my um my guilty pleasure on YouTube is the Dad Challenge podcast, but only when he does commentary on the Doherty dozen when they go shopping.
Okay.
And for some reason, I find them hilarious.
I'm trying to think if I've got any like thing else that's not like horribly foul that I watch. I do watch like a lot of cute animal videos, and
Yeah, but that's like a cute animal.
yeah,
Like the Dad Challenge one. Well, any of the like KJ crap we do. I'm like, we should not be doing any of this.
yeah, yeah. I do. Yeah, I watch way too much of the drama channels. Oh, um,
Charlie Barons. Is that the comedian? That's all
Oh,
good.
I think yeah, yeah.
Grace Case, are you talking about my Dad Challenge podcast one? Because I don't like. I only watch the shopping haul ones because he gets so furious. It makes me laugh so hard because he's like, "Why are you buying that?" It's just the inner commentary that you, meaning I, want to have.
Okay, I've got two also that I've been stuck on lately too. The Everyone's So Creative lady. I have
I've
been
never heard
watching.
of that one.
Oh my goodness. And she got done dirty, y'all. She got done really, really dirty. So she started over on TikTok, right? And what she does is she watches people who do those recipes, and sometimes those people on TikTok are making stuff that's not really a recipe. It's not really going to turn out, but some people don't get that, right? Um and in just a minute I'm going to pull up one of her videos real quick for us to watch because this actually like people need to know about this. Um so she was on TikTok and that was her platform was TikTok. And she was doing her little, watching it and walking through it and like commentating on how they were making this stuff. And she's a comedian and she's funny as all get out. And then she got really, really, really like big. She blew up on TikTok. She did like a thing on her local news. They interviewed her, because she blew up. Got went viral and it's all funny. Well, then someone on YouTube created a channel and re-uploaded all of her TikToks from TikTok to YouTube, got it monetized, and made money off of her content. And she didn't know.
Really?
Yeah. And then she actually found out, I guess, like people started telling her, hey, we're watching you over um, on YouTube now. And she's like, I'm not on YouTube. So she started her own channel and she's like, look, I'm not associated with these people and I'm trying to get these videos taken down because this is not me. And uh yeah. So she's upset about it and she doesn't exactly know how to um handle the whole situation and I get that, because I wouldn't know what to do if that happened to me either. And I think the channel is still up. I haven't watched it when I found out because everyone in my house was, you know, essentially subscribed to the channel that wasn't her. I made everyone, I was like, look, that's not her channel and you need to unsub from it. Don't watch those anymore. Watch this one. This is her channel. So we all started doing that. But it's like, what do you do when someone just takes your content like that? And then you actually contact YouTube and you don't know how to take the stuff down. And it looks like they were there first because they created the channel first and they uploaded it first. How do you make them prove it's not their content?
Would they take the TikTok hashtag off it
I
or
think so.
watermark?
What? Let me pull it up real quick and see if I can find it real quick. Everyone so creative. Okay. Her channel name is Tanera Double Chocolate Productions. And let's see if she still got it on there. Because for a while, I guess she's got it somewhat figured out because she's got it taken off of there that she's not associated with the other one. It was like Shark something. Let me see
The
if I can
husband's
find
so
the
charged.
other one.
I know what you guys are talking about, and I can't think of his name. But I actually like him better than I like Charlie. And anytime he rips on Yeti, it cracks me up.
Food Shark was the one who took her videos. And I'm gonna, yeah, hang on, I'll pull this up in 1 second. Um, Hopefully I have this. Yeah, I do have it. Let me see if I can. Okay,
What?
sorry.
Who's the like dude? Dad is the one in Colorado. Do you guys watch him? Did you really meet Charlie? I mean, he gets the Midwest thing down pretty well.
Okay, I found the video. I'm gonna show one of her videos, and like it's kind of funny that she does this, y'all. But yeah, here, hang on 1 second. I know y'all are talking about Charlie, but let's watch everyone so creative real quick, or everybody so creative real quick.
No,
No,
we
I'm
were
talking
just
about
passing
Catholic.
time.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna watch this for a second. Let me go ahead and okay. Oh boy. Okay, I'll have to put it up. I hate shorts because you can only. Yeah. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna pretend like I do.
Fish nerd sits down and shuts up.
Okay, there we go. Let's widescreen this bad boy. Yes, I was watching The Swarm earlier. I like bad horror movies too. So the worse they are, the better they are. All right, here we go. Everybody's so creative.
So, what's she do? Like riff on what people are doing?
You've never ever had a day in your life and you're wondering, what can I make? Here's something right here that I promise you probably have never tried. And if you try it, you probably will never try it again. So now you get yourself about 3 pounds of ground beef and push it straight on the countertop and get a package of ramen and put the noodles right down in the middle of that. Now wrap it all up. See how good that looks? How it looks like something you probably would never do, but now that you're seeing it, you might try it.
I might not ever try this, by the way. Just so y'all know. But here we go. I'm gonna finish this. Just so you know, we're doing commentary on it. We're not trying to take her content. I know she's had that problem, but that's not what we're doing. Just commentary.
Or maybe not. Depends on how you like your food. See how it looks like a meatball, but it's not? It looks like a big, huge meatball, but it's not. Get some Jif peanut butter. I know you're wondering, where are we going with this? I don't know, but let's wait around and see. Oh, now you want to massage it all around that big meaty ball. Massage it. See how it looks like a chocolate cake with chocolate icing? But it's not. See how it could be a cookie with icing? But it's definitely not. That's pure ground beef with ramen in the middle. You saw it with your own eyes. And you didn't have to pay to see this either. Make sure you take all the snapshots. Oh, we turned it up with.
I don't even want to know where she's gonna go with the Skittles, but let's see.
This is disgusting.
Now it's lit. What we about to do? Flip it over and ride.
Juju? Can you believe that people actually believe this is a real, actual, recipe that you should follow?
No, people don't.
Have you met my kids? Because they do.
I was with her till she put her hand in the peanut butter jar.
Yeah, once she put her hand in the peanut butter jar, I was like, this ain't real, because I ain't messing up my little French tips for no peanut butter. All right, let's finish this.
I knew it. See how it looks like your mom will come in the kitchen and say, what's going on? But she's not around because you're an adult. That's the joy of all of this. See how everyone else is getting angry except for the person that's making it? This is the joy in making it yourself. No one can tell you what to do. Now put all that salty seasoning right on top. That way you're getting sweet, sour, and savory. A big old, looks like some sort of a cookie, doesn't it? With all sorts of stuff on top. But it's not. I promise you it's not. Oh, now you want to get a pot of oil, 1700 degrees, and drop it in. Stand back far and look at it bubble. It's bubbling. You see how it's not covering the top, and you're probably wondering why not? It's not going to be done. Well, let's wait and see. I'm not quite sure, but I know it looks different to my eye. Does it look different to your eye? It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's burnt and cruncher. See how burnt and crunchy that looks?
Juju, would you eat that bunch of crunch?
No.
See how it almost looks like a chocolate chip cookie that somebody messed up and put everything together and threw it in the pan because they didn't feel like putting it separate? See how the topping looks sort of like something you probably wouldn't do? But we're going to try it here. Oh, we're cutting it open. Let's see how it looks inside. Ow! It's raw. Maybe it's supposed to look that way for somebody that like to eat stuff that's not cooked all the way. But I don't really like mine like that. But it's okay. It's not all about me. Now, what's going on? You going to try it? Get some candy in there. Blow it. You're not going to try that all. Oh! You good? You good? How it tastes? Different to the
What?
Amazon,
Yeah,
combined
no,
by
let's stop
personality.
that. See, there we go with those guilty pleasures there. Let's just close that out right now. Sorry. That was my other guilty pleasure. Like, why would she fry that? Like, and dude, you know they had to have like cut that the minute she put that in her mouth, and like just switch that bad boy out. Like, cause no. Like, I'm not shaming her for doing it, not at all. But come on, that's just, yeah,
I mean,
like,
that's just trolling your audience.
yes. There's a difference, but yeah, that was just no.
But
Like,
I will tell you that videos like that tick me off because that is very wasteful.
it is like that. That's what okay. So that's what irritates me. Like, I'm all for the guilty pleasures. If it's something you're actually gonna eat, eat it. Cool, good. Don't waste food. Like, I'm not even sure you could salvage any part of that beef after slathering it with Skittles.
Ugh.
Oh, and that
How much
oil.
oil was in that pan?
I'm pretty sure if you put a Skittle in oil, it's gonna like explode.
It would melt, wouldn't it? It would just like caramelize.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah.
I mean, a Skittle's
So
just pure sugar.
yeah. But see, that's my guilty pleasure is watching stuff like that. And I don't even like watching, like, I like watching her making fun of them for making that. It's weird. I know it's weird. It's like a double standard. It's like, don't shame people, but at the same time, don't do stupid things. It's like, you know, and like, but at the same time, I get trying new things, but
But that's not a new thing. That's just
that's not.
people
That's
being.
just that's a bit much with the Skittles and the peanut butter and then the ramen, the seasoning,
And not actually cooking it.
and not actually cooking it, and then looking like you're actually eating it. Like, oh my god, that drives me Looney Tunes. But I can't stop watching her. It's like,
You do send me. You know what your guilty pleasure is? That pancake person.
oh yeah, pancakes is definitely my guilty pleasure.
Mousy sends me. There's like someone who does artwork and pancakes, and it always has some like punny message. And Mousy loves them. She'll send them to me every day, and I'm like, all right.
It's like every day about 2:30. Here comes your pancake.
First, I was like, what is this? And now, like, I do find them humorous, but more that you find them humorous. Because she'll be like, have a crabby day, and there's like a crab in the pancake or whatever it says. That's your guilty pleasure.
That totally is. That and dad jokes.
I do love when you send me a pancake, though.
It's like one day I'm gonna learn how to make that pancake art. Oh, and for a while I was on a big tiny kitchen kick where I was like gonna set up a whole tiny kitchen.
She was on a tiny kitchen. She was like, I'm going to start making this tiny food.
Gonna make tiny cakes. And then I decided on sea monkeys.
I'm glad you went the sea monkey route. I feel like the sea monkey route is more affordable.
Yeah. Well, once I started looking into actually either building or buying the stuff you need to actually make the videos, I was like, I can't, I can't know. I was like, I can't know. I was like, that's just like the whole okay. Now the little thing that you use as your stove top is only like $10, right? But the oven that bakes your cake is like 250. It's like I'm just gonna use a toaster oven. Like no,
Just get a light bulb.
yeah, I'm just gonna make my own little, you know.
That was funny. When you went through the tiny food phase, I was like, all right, calm down. Because every day you're like, listen, what I'm going to do. Here it is. Here's the plan. Yeah, have a fake oven.
Yeah, and then yeah, like get an easy bake oven and just
An easy
modify
bake
that
oven
thing.
is just a light bulb.
Now you have to buy a special light bulb for it though.
Well,
You
of
can't
course,
just
because that costs more money.
yeah, you have to get like one of the old school light bulbs, not a new LED light bulb.
You know where you get those estate sales.
Hmm.
But I have these
Also,
halogen light bulbs in my house, and you could cook on those suckers.
yeah. Also, if you ever want like an old school light bulb, go to the pet department where they sell the reptile bulbs for the heat lamps and just get one of those bitches. It's like $4. It's like cheaper than actually buying.
If you go to an estate sale, you can get a
Yeah.
whole box of them for like $2.
Oh, I'm gonna have to see. Your guilty pleasure is the estate sales. I'm gonna have to start hitting those up. I'm gonna have to look up this guy.
I do like the estate sales. I mean, I like the roadside furniture best, but I do love a good estate sale. It's so like you get to be a voyeur too. I mean, because you see literally everything that person had in their house.
AC may have just found my next new guilty pleasure right here, Juju.
An easy bake oven.
Hmm. And you know what's crazy is when you were telling me about estate sales, we actually one of my old neighbors did one for this guy who was going into a nursing home, and he had to pretty much get rid of everything he owned, and they literally sold everything out of his house. We ended up getting a lot of stuff that we probably did not need because we've already given it away.
That is the downfall of the estate sale.
Yeah. But it was like leftover stuff that they were just going to throw out anyway. So she just brought it over to us and was like, if you don't want it, just donate it. So that's kind of what we did.
Well, somebody comes through and buys all that stuff after whatever doesn't sell.
Mm.
You know what they throw out though? This will bother you. Books.
Oh, yeah. You don't throw the books away.
Always do. No one will take them.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a like real shame. It'll make you really sad. I
Oh,
like that cat with the Cards Against Humanity.
I have another cat guilty pleasure. Like I'm always watching the cute animal stuff, but I've got another one. Oh, wait. No, I meant to remove that. Wrong button. um I have another kitty guilty pleasure here.
Is
So
it
I need
pot
to
roast, Mom?
no. Oh, no, stop. Ah, I do not know what I'm doing here today, guys. Um Puff the cat. I don't know. Or that cat Puff or it's oh goodness.
That cat Puff. Like the magic dragon?
Kind of.
What? How do you guys know all
Thing.
these cat accounts?
Okay. That little Puff. That's right. Or yeah, that little Puff. He started out as a kitten and now he's like full blown cat.
Is he still a little puff?
Oh, he's a little puffball. Um,
Are you looking him up?
yes, I am. We are gonna watch a Puff because he is cute. He is adorable. And like I kind of want to know how they make these videos because, I'm like, I can make my cats do this. I'd be like yeah. I probably wouldn't be famous in a minute, but Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to blow this screen up real quick.
Is it on Instagram or?
It's on YouTube. Hang on.
I guess it's all usually on both.
Yeah, they usually like put them all on the same. Okay. You know what? He has others that are not just
Grace Case, you're on TikTok.
My kids keep trying to get me on Twitch and TikTok.
Ugh.
And I'm just like, but I don't wanna.
Yeah, my old neighbor always tried to get, and she would send me these TikToks, and I'm like, stop sending those to me.
Okay, here, they actually have a longer video. It's the most viewed of that little Puff. So we'll pull that one up and watch that.
Now I'm suspicious of it if it's the most viewed.
They have like a whole bunch of them. And he's got like 20 million subscribers. And I'm like so jealous of those 20 million subscribers with little cats.
Always grateful. Do you ever watch Nala, the golden retriever? She just goes hiking in the woods with her owner.
Oh, I like Penny the cat. Yes, I watch her on YouTube. That little cat is so cute.
Is Penny the cat that talks?
Yes, with the little girl. Sean, hey, I don't know if I said hey to you, but hey, Sean Coffee. But yes, I love Penny the cat. I'm sorry.
Cat accounts now.
Oh, yeah.
I support it.
See, now we just need to find you a little kitty so you can have your own little cat account, Juju.
I'm telling you.
All right. There we go. Theater mode. That works. You know what? No, let's just put it on the big one. Oh, no, I don't want to play it on TV. All right. There we go. Am I sharing
I'm ready.
that?
Blow me away with Puff the cat.
Puff the cat. Let's play this.
Wow.
You're not sharing screen. Okay.
I could totally do that. That'd be so much fun.
Wow.
oh, come on. It's like it doesn't want to pause. It's like, no, you will keep watching Puff.
So Puff just does the
Yeah,
things the other.
people do. Yeah, yeah. The stuff that I watch other people roast.
I was
His
like,
roast
this
is
is not my
actually the
kind of
best.
content.
Yeah, yeah. But it's he's cute, and it's like the other stuff. It's just like I just want to see the fluffy little cat. It's like I don't want to see all the other stuff he's doing. It's like the fluffy little cat, like especially when he gets mad and he throws stuff down, like that's funny. But the other stuff, I'm like, eh.
Mousy, our sense of humors do not align.
They really don't.
But they do like 15% of the time. And in those 15%, golden. It is because I'll be like, look at this Mousy, this is hilarious. And you're like, stupid. Move on. I laughed for 3 hours about that.
My problem is I'm so easily amused that almost everything is funny,
I
even
know.
things that
Or
shouldn't
you
be.
send me stuff and I'm like, I do not understand that. And you're like, it's just a unicorn singing a song. And I'm like, what? Why? Why would that
Oh,
unicorn sing that song?
oh, when I say you pink puffy unicorns dancing on rainbow.
Yes. I was like, I don't get the joke. And you're like, it's just a pink puffy unicorn dancing on a rainbow. I'm like, I still don't get
Oh, yeah.
it. Mrs. Cassandra, you send some funny stuff though.
I need to find that one picture of Bob that I took. Remember when he was sitting behind the TV and he was looking out at me like I'm gonna get you?
Oh
Kind of
yeah.
like the way that because Grace had sent us a picture of a cat that was like looking out at someone's window at him, and I was like, I kind of have a picture like that, and I can't find it anywhere now. I'm like, where is it? And Bob is looking quite menacing in that picture too, by the way.
He does look threatening in that picture. I don't know. I guess garbage content is our true guilty pleasure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That like if I'm really bored, I will fall down some rabbit holes. Some of them good, some of them are good, and a lot of them are really bad. Like when I found the Asian spas with the little fish that ate the people's the skin.
Ah, yuck.
Yeah, like I fell down a whole rabbit hole. I was like, it's not that I wanted to watch them eat, watch the spa. It's like I wanted to find out what kind of fish they were.
I just thought of a great guy. I don't know if you guys would like him though, but yeah, I find him freaking hilarious. And he does these skits. Like he just did a skit, I forget his name, Devin or something, where he gets a birthday card and then he goes, can I throw this card out right now? Feels like that would be rude. How long do I have to keep this card? It's like really dry humor, but I love him. I think you guys do all have the same warped sense of humor.
It's like, and what's even funny, okay, like every usually on Friday nights when the season is on, me and my husband will watch Joe Bob Briggs and The Last Drive-In. And he's had like other shows throughout the years where he did like Monster Vision, and he had another show on HBO once, and then he did, yeah, and then Monster Vision, and then another, I forget what the other one was called, but they brought him back on Shutter as The Last Drive-In, right? And he shows like really obscure horror movies, and a lot of them are in foreign languages. right? But they're all like
That's the
huge.
thing you always try and get me to watch.
Yes. I'm always trying to get you to watch Joe Bob with us.
I know.
And like the first movie is always like the better of the two movies. And then uh the second one is kind of like Uh so, Brian always falls asleep during the second movie because he's always like not interested in the second one. But it was like a year or so ago, and I was on Twitter, and we had been watching Joe Bob. I think it was like during his second or third season, I forget, but he was on tour and he was coming to Atlanta, and me and Brian were going to go see him, and something happened. I think the brakes went out on our car, and I had tweeted about how bummed I was about that. The next thing I know is I get a message from Darcy the mail girl, who is his like sidekick on the show, and she put me and Brian on the guest list for the show. And all we had to do was find a way to get there. So that was cool. So we got to meet him, and it was the whole show that he did though was talking about how rednecks saved Hollywood. And it was the funniest thing ever. Like hands down. And it was a whole conspiracy theory about how rednecks saved Hollywood and the horror movie genre. So, yeah. If anyone
Did you
can
send that
find,
to me? I feel that sounds familiar to me.
yeah, because he had, I think I sent you part of the show on the because we filmed part of it, and I sent you pictures from it. I do
Oh,
believe.
okay. That's it. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
I've heard this.
yeah, yeah. But it was like the funniest thing ever, and like that's not everyone's cup of tea. Like some people would see that and be like very offended by it, but you know, it was funny. And it was
Devin
also cute.
Palmer is the guy I was thinking of that I find hilarious.
Oh, we
I'm
will have
like,
to.
just watch him.
Oh, so, what else do we got? Okay, so we did the YouTubes. We found out some horrible, horrible things about the YouTubes.
That we have terrible taste.
Terrible taste in the YouTubes. Terrible taste in the funnies. Um, the food department's not much better,
I know.
you know. But if you can look past all that, we're still great people.
All right. What if somebody's like, I can't get past you eating bologna? I'm out of here.
You know, just some things. Just put them out of your head. Just forget we said them. It's fine.
I know. I do not eat half a stick of. I can't believe it's not butter every 3 months.
Well, I dip my pretzels in real butter as a dip. Like Heart Attack City, here you come. It's
I
like,
dip my pretzels in cream cheese.
see, I can get behind that. Oh, but Sunday, tomorrow night, I am gonna be on
Am I
Claire's
the
channel.
asshole?
Am I the asshole? I will be there tomorrow night. I forgot what time the show is. I need to double check that. She sent me a message about it, and like I confirmed and everything. So tomorrow night I'm doing Am I the Asshole with Claire. So yay! And then Sunday I'm gonna stream, and I've got a. I'm gonna actually finish the stream that I was gonna do the other day when my laptop decided, to be like, no, we're not charging, and it wasn't actually the laptop; it was the plug. Oops. But I got some updates too that I want to talk about tomorrow, and just see how everything's progressing by then, and then I'll, let everyone know how things are going. But I may be slowing down on the streams a little, maybe down to just once a week. But we'll like I said, we'll see how it's gonna go. And one thing I can go ahead and say is I do know from the 30th of April until probably the 5th, I may not be streaming at all, just because I'm gonna be out of town.
I think you should go
So,
live from the road.
yeah, you know what? Maybe I should do that because I know we're gonna have, or from the airport. And you know what? Yeah, maybe I will do a live stream like from the hotel room. Because I know my sister is probably gonna want to go, roam around Denver. So,
Well, that or just go enjoy your vacation and forget about YouTube.
oh yeah, that too. But I'd probably be lost and be like, I don't know what to do. I've never been, away from anything.
I'm
That's
going to
not true.
send you something. You'll love it.
Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, Juju, I think we're gonna wrap this up because my jaw's starting to hurt. I'm getting
All
that
right.
ache in it. Ugh. So, but yeah, Sunday definitely have another live stream, and it will be longer than like 27 minutes.
Was it that short?
No, it was like 37, but it was close.
I was like, it wasn't bad.
No, but I felt bad because like I had a whole topic I wanted to talk about, and then I'm like fiddling with my computer, and yeah, it's like the last two times I had to end early because I just couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with my PC. But yay, she's like still halfway charged right now, so I'm good to go. I could probably just not charge her and stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and charge her anyway. Because the minute I don't, she goes that like I'm dead tomorrow. Like I'm not gonna charge. And I am also like helping Claire out with some research stuff. Well, I'm trying to get into that. It's been new and interesting doing that. Been reading a lot of articles, so been a lot of reading the last 2 days.
I do know him, Mrs. Cassandra. I'm sorry. Like, but I know the misheard lyrics guy. No, I don't.
Uh,
I'm thinking of the guy who um have you seen him where he'll take a song and he's like, who you think sang the song? And it like he'll put some famous person that sounds like the singer.
mm,
It's as stimulating as I make it seem. But it is kind of funny to like page through a few of them.
hmm. Yeah, you'll have to like send me that so I can see what that's about. Because like I can sing like about 100 songs and like not have any of the lyrics right because you just hear things different to my ear. All right, well, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow night over on Claire's if you come, and Sunday here. But I'll talk to y'all later, and have a happy rest of your Friday for the next hour or two that it is. Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Night.